Hello, and welcome to Fundamentals of People Management, Module 15. I'm Dr. Lon Schiffbauer, and today we're talking about next steps. Congratulations, you've done it. You've made it through the whole course. Amazing, and thank you. However, this is just the beginning. One of the things that often perturbs me is when somebody watches all the videos or does all the readings and does all the assignments and so forth, but then when it comes to the actual workplace, they don't implement the things that they've learned. And by the way, I keep saying they, but I do this crap all the time. So what I want to do today is talk about some things you can do, some actual actions you can take that will help you implement the things that we've learned throughout this course. So with that, let's jump right in. The first thing you can do is put together some action plans. And by this, I mean sit down with your team and really talk through what are we working on? What are our objectives? What should we be focusing on? What are the ways that we can improve our performance to better reach these objectives? This way you can solicit feedback, get their insights, and maybe troubleshoot where there's some confusion around, say, roles and responsibilities or expectations or what we're driving toward. The very fact you put together the plan is going to mean a lot to your employees because they'll feel like you are engaging them in the planning process. And this is important. Another thing you can do right now is find a mentor to help guide you through your people management career. There's a lot of folks out there who know an awful lot. And many of them would be happy and willing to help you out, guide you, coach you. So reach out to some folks and ask them if they'd be willing to help mentor you. Another thing you can do is figure out how to better align your team's objectives with the organizational objectives. As we discussed in past modules, there's an organizational objective, and all the work that your team and individuals on that team do should align to that organizational objective. Kind of take an audit. Look at how well the work of your folks line up to that greater objective. Another thing you can do is put together a talent acquisition plan. Depending on your industry, it's likely that you're short a headcount or you have a lot of turnover and so forth. And so oftentimes people managers feel like they're just trying to play catch up in hiring folks and getting them ramped. Instead of trying to play catch up, get ahead of it. Put together a hiring plan so that you can kind of figure out what kind of skills do we need, how are we going to acquire them, and how are we going to integrate them into the team. You can also put together a performance management plan, one that encourages your employees to establish SMART objectives. Remember, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. You can then sit down with your employees and help them map out these objectives that can then feed up into their performance management plans. This way, they know what the expectations are, they know how to execute to them, and you and they will be in a collaborative relationship, which is what everybody wants. You can also help foster an environment of continuous learning by encouraging your employees and giving them the time and resources, perhaps funding, to pursue education, to attend seminars, to sign up for webinars and so forth. This way, they continue to grow in their expertise, thereby adding value to the organization. You can also plan, schedule, and hold some team-building activities designed to help people come together and foster a collaborative relationship. You can also develop some conflict resolution strategies when conflicts arise in your team, and they will incessantly. Actually, I shouldn't even say incessantly. If you put together some really good strategies and next steps and processes around resolving team conflict, then these instances will be fewer and farther between. So these are just a few of the things you can do to really start taking all the principles that we've discussed and put them into action. And that's what really matters. None of what you've learned will matter one whit if you don't put it into action. So do it. You can do it. You're set. You are ready to be a successful people manager. Let's make this happen. Integrate the principles you learned into your management style, and I promise your skills, competence, and confidence will improve. And more importantly, so will the performance of your team. Your employee success, after all, is the measure of your success as a people manager. And you're going to crush it, I promise. All right? Hey, thank you very much for joining me in this course. I hope you have found it helpful. And in fact, if you have found it helpful, do me a favor and subscribe. It's a little action on your part, but it actually means an awful lot to me, especially if you subscribe through this last video. That suggests that you went through these things. Holy smoke, my hat off to you. All right? Hey, thanks a lot. And as always, until we talk again, have a fantastic day.